8:05. Welcome to Island Tea. Hump Day happens to fall on the first day of May 2024. Good morning, Kay. What's up?
Good morning. I'm good. What about you?
I'm good. AZ has court today, so he won't be with us today.
Sporting.
It's just me and you.
Yeah, indeed it is. So good morning, St. Kitts and Nevis. Good morning to the diaspora. Jamster, what do you have on your plate this morning? Jams is wearing a nice shirt, y'all. I had to do that.
A shirt that I would prefer not to have to wear, but it's a nice shirt, but yeah, didn't want to have to wear it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happened? You didn't get to iron this morning?
No, I don't iron. I hate ironing.
Oh, okay.
My wife does the ironing.
Oh, okay.
It needs to be. God, I hate ironing.
Okay.
I'd rather do a root canal than iron.
Really?
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I hate washing dishes too.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
well, what rounded up yesterday? Miss Liber Taylor is back home safe.
Yeah.
She's been found, so that's good. Happy to know that and to hear that as well. And what I want to say this morning before we start is that when we see people that we know, just stop and ask a question. Don't just think, oh, they're exercising or they're just doing whatever. Especially if we know that they're in a phase of their life where they don't function the way that they should. Because I know people like Miss Liebert, when you were younger, she'd holler at you to straighten up. So it's our duty now as adults.
She was a teacher.
No. If she see you behaving bad on the road,
oh yeah, because
she'll sort you out one time,
Because I know
she
I knew
was
the
a
face.
disciplinarian. Yeah. So
I used to work at Simaco as a kid, during the summers,
Okay.
and I think on weekends. So I used to see her around. And then when you said the name, I realized, yeah, I know that name.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was her, but I know the face. And
yeah, exactly. Because when I saw it, I knew it, but I didn't look at the article to see that they had the name in it. I just be like, I know who she is, and then I didn't want to call the name, just but she's back home safely. And so if we ever see Miss Liebert again anywhere that Miss Liebert shouldn't be, somebody just call the authorities and let them help her back home. Or any elderly person that we know around the Federation, because we're hearing more and more that these folks are walking away. And it's not intentional, it's that they really don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
These were once good folks in our society, so let's treat them as such in their elder age.
So other things that happened, apparently former speaker and SKN Labour Party constituency number 8 leader Curtis Martin, he has assumed the role as acting permanent secretary of the Ministry of Health, according to St. Kitts Nevis Times Caribbean. Sorry,
Okay.
and apparently that's according to this story. Bastardization allegations shake Ministry of Health. Concerns over qualifications raised regarding unprecedented appointment of a health PS without public health degree. Okay, what else is happening?
But okay. Since you touched on that, what qualification should you have to be a permanent secretary of the various bodies that are in government? If you're in sports, let's start with sports. What qualification should you have to be in sports?
Well, I mean, how should I put this? As long as you demonstrate competence in, let's say, generalized fields of study. For example, let's say administration. Let's say you might have a master's in administration, maybe even psychology, and you have demonstrated competence in that. As long as you have the right people around you, if you're a good administrator and you're a good organizer and you're a quick learner, you're creative, and you can look at any particular remit that you might be assigned and say, oh, okay, I'm the sports guy, so let me have a meeting with some people from all the sporting federations and see what their complaints and their grosses are, and then you take it from there, right? I would say that. I mean, at the very least that, and then with health, I guess. I know we had a health planner one time. I'm thinking a health planner would be a good PS, right? Ask someone with actual a degree in health. I think they call it health administration and that kind of thing.
Okay.
So someone like that. So I think health plan or health administration. Yeah, something like that. Health studies, and a doctor would be a good,
So do you think when people are appointed to these positions, persons should check to ensure, or they should publish the fact that they do have the degree for persons who may not think that they don't have a degree?
But I also like to say I also like to think that okay, we know. Let's be real. A lot of these appointments are based on politics, right? But aside from that, from the professional angle, you have to say that I always feel like I remember when I came back here. I was trying to get a job. I did studies in a kind of weird field. Which, and like, it's like most people didn't know what to do with me. They would say, "Oh, you're overqualified." Or I think what a lot of people lose sight of is that anyone who's intelligent and has, let's say, has higher learning, you can assume that they're quick learners, they're quick studies. They can adapt really quickly. So I'm not gonna go hard and fast and say, oh, just because this person doesn't have qualifications in health studies or health adjacent studies, that they can't be the PS. But then there's still the politics thing, and we all know that that's a problem. So that's how I would.
That's what I'm saying. Since we are talking about transparency, then I just thought maybe they should put it out so people would just like relax, because the talk is just for 9 days.
It's 9 days. Yeah. It's so funny how I know so many people who, when they tell me what they studied, and I'm like, really? Like completely opposite, completely different
to the field that they're in.
To the field that they're in. I'm like, really? And I'm like, we need so and so, and and you're doing that?
I was saying, we go to school, we learn all these things, we get all these degrees, and then we just apply common sense. The only subject I find that we use daily, well, majority of the world, because the engineers, they're going to use their technical drawing, etc., depending on the field or the area of engineering that they're in. But English and maths are the only two things we use, to me. This is my opinion, on a daily basis. Majority of us, we don't ever think, oh, if I put that in the corner, am I putting it at a 90-degree angle? Or
well, I would like
we don't use half of those things that we learn in school.
I would like to think emotional intelligence is a part of that as well.
Okay.
In that, and what I mean by that is being a psychologist without being a psychologist, if you know what I mean, and knowing how to work with people and how to get the best out of people,
adapt.
How to motivate people and get them on your team. So I would say that's a big thing as well. So which is why sometimes, a lot of times, psychologists end up being very good. They end up being very good administrators, managers.
Because they know the personalities and they know what will work best for each individual. It's fair enough.
And then I think what I was saying about thing also bears up my point about my larger point about. I always feel, Ras Eli always talks about the right faces in having the right faces in the right places, and his contention is there are a lot of the wrong faces in the wrong places. I am a firm believer in. You see, I like the American system. You
why?
vote. I'll tell you why. You vote. Okay, forget the fact that you vote for the president, but usually the secretaries are technocrats. Right? In a lot of cases, you'll have a governor, like, for example, that's probably not a good example, but the governor of Texas, what's his name? I can't even remember his name. He was appointed head of the Department of Energy under, big mistake, but a lot of times under Trump.
Okay.
And this was a guy who on a debate couldn't remember. They asked him a question and he couldn't remember. He was like, oops. I mean, like real SNL type, like real life SNL type stuff. I was like, really? This guy was So I feel like it's good when you have people who are good managers. There was the Department of Homeland Security. He would have been the second one under Obama. Jay Johnson. What was he before?
He was a psychologist.
No, I forgot.
Okay.
But he definitely fit that. He fit that portfolio. So you find a lot of times they'll put. Look, take for example. I think Trump made a big mistake when he made Ben Carson he made him the Secretary of Housing.
Mr. Trump made a lot of mistakes.
I mean, a brain surgeon. He could have been the Surgeon General or the Secretary of Health and Human Services at the very least. You know.
Okay.
So I believe in putting technocrats to run key parts of your ministries, which is why I'll keep saying, Mr. Drew needs to find a junior minister of finance, a junior minister of health, and a junior minister of national security. And of course, the national security advisor could technically be the junior minister of national security, because that's fine. But I think it's key. I think it's key to have people who know what they're doing, and it shouldn't rotate. It shouldn't revolve around politics. Okay. And here's why I say this. I always say I never understand why when we have elections, why don't these people call a meeting with the
who are the people that's supposed to call a meeting?
The Prime Minister. Call
a meeting with whom?
I don't think anybody should lose their job after an election.
Yeah, me too. I'm in that
ridiculous.
Same. As I said, and I will say it again, unless they're sabotaging what you're doing, you keep them there as long as possible. If you intend to, but then you can't put an understudy, because sometimes people don't know how to work with an understudy.
Well, here's all you do after the election. You call. I've been saying this for years. Listen, you call a meeting and you say, listen, at the beginning and the end of the day, repetitions and divisions first. Yeah. I'm not firing anyone. No, of course, I understand there's some people you're going to have to get rid of, like the political appointees who are really just there because maybe you're paying out political favors or whatever, right? But you appeal to their sense of patriotism and professionalism and say, listen, I am not moving anywhere. Everybody has to eat. You have mortgages, blah, blah, blah. As long as you demonstrate that you are prepared to do your job, free and clear of your political allegations, we're good. Yeah. The end. And then, but obviously, if you can't do that, we'll have a review, and then you're either out the door. You might even get another chance, and then you're out the door. But stuff like that. You
realize, though.
Maybe I sound idealistic with that, but
yeah, because just like how Azard would say, sound idealistic with my lovely coming together of everybody and running the country as one, just as petitions and divisions, because I think it's a cycle. That's why I sometimes, as I said, I don't like to talk politics, but people say we need fresh blood in there, and maybe we do need a female prime minister for now. But I just think that, oh boy, every time a new party is in, persons who fought and worked hard for their party expects a position, so you have to take persons out to fit those people in. And my thing is, why we can't fit them in while we leave people that can do the work in there.
But then why fit them in and pad the national payroll unnecessarily? That's another thing.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's almost like you get the impression these guys think that the country has infinite resources.
I say we should just work on behalf. We should really embody country above self, Jam. So what do you think? Just you work for your particular politician and they win. Kudos to them.
That will forever be aspirational, because we know we don't live in a perfect world.
Not at all.
But it would be nice to see some people actually trying to live up to that.
Yeah, just work and just set aside, because I think too, some people expect so much after their party wins that when they don't get it, it's like they get mad at them.
And this is why sometimes I don't like to ask people sometimes I like to ask people, I call it armchair political anthropology. I like to take the temperature of, I'll just ask. That's what I was doing, when I was up at the exhibition. As I was asking, I said, so what do you guys think? You think it is too big? Stuff like I like to ask kind of stealth questions just to get to see where people's heads at. So with the politics, I would ask people questions. So how do you think the economy is doing, and so on. And then what I have found recently is that a lot of people are saying the same things. But then I can't quite tell with some of them if it's a self-centered perspective, meaning a lot of times when you ask people these questions, like say I might happen to ask you and maybe you had asked someone for a piece of land and you calling them and you can't get them, so you're gonna venture spleen at me and say, oh, well, no, the country ain't running good because I'm trying to get this piece of land and blah blah blah. And okay, through that lens, the country isn't running good, right? So there's that. So like with me now, when somebody asks me, I try to be as holistic as possible in my perspective and not let my personal and selfish selfish perspective color the thing, because something might not be going good for me, but then I can't just throw that on the whole country. Or some things might be going good for me. I can't,
But you're saying most of the persons that you would have had conversations with are singing the same song then? Yeah,
pretty much. It's kind of scary, actually.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna say what the song is.
Okay. No. We don't need to know the song. Yeah, just leave that there. But
I know. Oh, trust me.
On that song,
I mean,
did you notice the reveal?
Yeah, we're coming to that.
We're
coming to that. One thing I wanted to know is that Pam's they're going to be having their convention on. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, so the Pam convention is set for June 9. And so it says the People's Action Movement has announced its upcoming convention schedule for June 9, marking a pivotal moment for the party as it prepares to elect its new leader. In a surprising twist, Chairman Azard Gumbs, our very own PJ, Politics Jesus, has expressed his interest in contesting for the deputy political leader position, adding another dimension to the leadership race. Meanwhile, current leader Sean Richards has announced his decision not to seek re-election, setting the stage for a fresh chapter in Pam's leadership. So we shall see what happens.
I think a lady's going to win.
Deputy political leader Natasha Gray has thrown her hat into the ring. So I think either way a lady's going to win.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I think a lady's going to win this go. I just think we should have at least one female prime minister, and let's see how the country goes.
Just for the sake of having a female prime minister?
No, and see how, as I mentioned, let's see how well she runs the country, whomever she may be. Okay. People say she should throw her hat in the ring too for prime minister. Yeah, people are back, and I think she would make a good.
You think
prime
so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she would make an excellent.
You don't
prime
think?
Minister.
I think if Ace became prime minister, the first person he would disappear would be me. Don't you think?
I am not.
No. Okay. Maybe not.
I am not. You're not going to let
I'm just playing.
Azard is going to be like, Lord, Jamster, not even here, and you're mashing me up.
I kid PJ.
Oh Lord. No, but. Yeah, I think Michelina, Shani, Miss Morton, Marsha. Let me pick some other women that I think can lead. Miss Henry Morton. Well, she was already. No, Martin. She was already. She ran for Sandy Point. Who else? Who other woman in the country I can think? Miss Marcella, Dame. She can make a good prime minister. I'm trying to think of all the women that I think. I think even my good old Dr. Ferdinand will make a good minister of something. Dr. Osborne, women like those should just run for politics and let's have a full woman party.
You know what the irony is?
What?
The irony is all of the good people, generally the good people don't want to run.
See, Burl Jones says, Michelina for prime minister, of course. So you see, Michi's got votes already. Oh, and Mr. Jones also said Greg Abbott is the Texas governor.
No. I meant.
I was just telling you, just in case.
No, not
Greg Abbott.
A previous
one. Okay,
yeah, I know
cool.
who. I know who.
I don't know them, so I can't
What's
say.
What's his name again? Oh my God, I can't remember his name.
I don't pay attention to American politics.
He was the governor during Obama's reign, and then Trump appointed him as Secretary of Energy.
Okay. I'll have to Google that, but to tell you that I honestly know, I don't. Jamsie, who's calling?
Okay, so let's take this call.
Good.
Rusty, what's up?
Good morning, Rusty.
My
Hey,
man.
good morning to you guys.
My man. What's up?
I heard you guys talking about PAM convention and Carty, Kortensia, and stuff like that, right? I just want to mention something to you guys. I would love to have a female prime minister. I would love to.
Yeah,
But
you're
I don't
resting.
want to pick out a female prime minister. I would like a lady to come to the floor and say, I want to run in this political party, and I want to run in this constituency and do the. All we keep doing is thinking, oh, Sinky is the lady prime minister. We don't know what we need. We can't know like that. We have to have somebody who's up front, put themselves out there. But it's very difficult for a woman to put herself out there, because once you put herself up, everybody knows how many boyfriends she had, how much this, she that.
That's the bad part.
That all kind of story.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Well, Rusty, why is it we can't like boost them up to get the courage to go out and say, okay, I want to do it?
I agree with you, but the woman has to come forward. Listen, Natasha has just brought her name forward. I can't call nobody else's name because Natasha put herself forward. And I'm now hearing from Jamster that Azard is running for deputy political leader. Fine. That's cool by me. Now, remember the ignorant poll they had going around, which was not organized by Pam, was organized by some person somewhere, and they had Azard running as leader. Now he's no longer in the leader position, and these are the kind of ignorant stuff we keep allowing ourselves to get sucked up in.
But Rusty, remember the poll? Remember, it was just a straw poll, just to generate discussion, and I guess maybe to kind of take the political temperature.
A straw poll by who, Jamster? Who did the straw poll?
Well, I don't know who did it, but at least it started the conversation, and that's exactly what those things do, right?
But listen, you don't need an ignorant. You can't put my name in a straw poll and say Rusty want to run to. You don't even interested.
No, no one ever said any of those people said they wanted to run. It's just that somebody did a poll and put some names. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah,
it's a conversation starter, right?
My problem with the poll. My problem with the poll was for Pam to say it's not behind the poll, because you know these people. They see Pam people and say, oh, I want that one, and they're giving out information that is basically only Pam supporters voted on this particular.
But the fact that
who's behind it.
Also, the fact that Pam didn't disavow the poll means that it was probably useful as far as getting the temperature.
How is it going to be useful to them? Explain to me how it will be useful to them.
To get an idea of where people's heads are at.
Where are they going to get information from? Who they going to get information from? What I'm saying,
it was at the very least, it was a conversation starter. I mean, no one was thinking of Carly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm sure most people.
That's all.
Most people weren't thinking of Caroline Henry Morton as a leader, but look what happened, right?
People are gonna think about her in that.
I got caught up in it because I started to talk about certain people because I thought Pam was behind it or not, and I made that mistake. And I should not have made it. Especially now, I should not have made that mistake. But anyway, I'm off of that and this stuff. I don't just need a female prime minister because we had a lot of men prime ministers before. I think we need a prime minister who can stand up and be a real prime minister.
Okay. And he happens to be female. That's fine.
Huh?
And if it happens to be the person happens to be female, that's fine.
Exactly.
Right, that's how I look at it. Right.
I would only vote for a female prime minister, our party with a female prime minister, if that person proves to me that she could be a leader. No, Kortensia just talk about Michelina. I hope her boyfriend not listening. I love Michelina because of how she talked, how politics was on the show. I'm serious.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So Michelina would make you vote for Labour.
You got Rusty Cat.
That's impossible. No way I can vote for Labour. I was telling on the polls. I'm glad you bring that up. Let me get the point. Last night, whenever Ira McMahon said something about, and I don't let them tell me things that they don't know anything about. And if you're gonna quote me correctly. McMahon and I know each other for a long time. We say hello, hi, bye, that kind of stuff. Last night he called and he said, that I shouldn't be saying that I would never vote for Labour. Yes, I did say I'll never vote for Labour. I will never ever vote for Labour. I'm saying it again. I will ever vote for Labour.
Not even for
But my point didn't stop. My point stopped there. My point said, if my party gives me a candidate that I don't like, I'm not going to vote for that person either. But he didn't say that. He just stopped. I shouldn't be a thing. But I want to tell Mr. Backhand, if he is a Methodist, well, go be a Catholic. Or if you don't drink rum, go drink rum. Or smoke, go smoke. You can't tell people what to do with life. I mean, why you feel that? And he did say to y'all, oh, look, we all should challenge Rusty with that. You can't tell me what I want to be or what I like to do. Since I come here, I'm playing badminton, I'm skating, I'm doing stuff that I would never do in St. Kitts because I didn't have this to support on those activities that I like to do. So why this man, when Mr. McMahon come and tell you all to tell me what I can and cannot do? Obviously he doesn't know me. Obviously he doesn't know me. Sorry?
Okay, let's
Hey, Rusty, we're listening to you.
Here. But let me explain.
Okay, cool.
But one thing, though, before you go, explain this. Explain the cognitive dissonance that says, "Oh, Michelina would make a great prime minister, but I would never vote for Labour." Explain that.
No, listen.
Yes.
I believe she.
Why you love Michi, but you're not gonna vote for her?
Do a wonderful job. I don't know. She should be our best prime minister. But if she puts herself in the ring, for me, it would make sense. I would listen. I would probably go behind her and support her. I would do everything, but she won't give me a vote. I would do everything to help her, but she won't give me a vote.
So you would campaign for Labour and don't vote for the Labour man? This is wrong, Rusty.
Sorry,
you see, this is why I believe.
Are you gonna campaign so hard for Labour and not vote for the Labour?
This is why
they don't have to know what you do when you go in there, you know.
Rusty,
Rusty, they don't know what we do when we go in there.
This is why I have a strong belief that a lot of these seemingly sensible people that worked for Trump didn't vote for him.
Yeah,
I swear. I swear. Because I'm serious. Because some of them you're like.
His friends keep telling me about Trump too. They like Trump, but I didn't vote if he or not, but they like him.
Well, we seem to like strong men types. I don't know.
But the opposite, just a Kortensia point, the opposite happened to me now. I was complaining about Pam, for 2023 election. I came home and voted for Pam and really didn't want to vote for them. I didn't want to vote for them. There was nobody, well, let me back up. There were some people on the team, one or two persons on the team that I think shouldn't have been there. The people who I really liked in the PAM team was Troy and Pell. Those two guys, they just come, but they pushed themselves really. They had really good arguments in the meeting, and then somebody was running the campaign. As soon as 5 minutes, about 10 minutes, cut them off, and gave away the best people who were speaking with structure, with organization, this stuff. Those are those guys. Well, we probably could say we know that Troy wouldn't win because he's 6. But had they done the work in 6, had they done the work in 7, we probably have been towards 6.
And that's why I say we just can't come out when it's time for election. We have to come out way before and just present yourself to people.
I am hoping Troy and Pell is doing the same thing.
Okay, we got to take a break. It's 8:33.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot for calling back in. I'm just going to listen to y'all and text y'all.
All right,
and please read me text them when y'all see them and make me type and nice.
See, I'm trying to be on Facebook and I'm trying to be on YouTube, but I'll try.
Okay. Let's take a break. 8:34. Just let's go to the break. One of Adrian Lamb's favorite artists, Marcus Miller, bass player.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
This Mother's Day, celebrate her. Be loved with beautiful hand-finished jewelry from Pandora. Give like only you can with styles that shine as bright as your special bond. From radiant symbols to heartfelt messages, find the perfect way to light up her day. Tell her, thank her, be loved. Shop Pandora Jewelry today.
Available at IC Jewelers, Fort Zante. Call 466-5853 for details.
Shopping with TDC just got much easier. Here's how. Log on to shoptdcgroup.com. Shop at your convenience at any time, from anywhere, with your smartphone, tablet, or computer. With our safe and secure payment checkout, you choose the option to pick up in-store or have your goods delivered right to your door. It's that easy. Shop tdcgroup.com, your one-stop online store.
Shop anywhere, shop anytime, same quality you love. Now online. Shop www.shoptdcgroup.com.
And we're back. It's 8:36, and I know you referenced the music festival announcement yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess we want to talk about that, right?
You can touch on that, kind sir. Before we go to that, though, somebody says Rusty comes off as more emotional than rational, and they also say he likes Michelina SPM but can't vote for her, equals tribalism.
But could it be that Rusty is emotional because we're not rational? You know, a lot of our political culture and so on. I think that's what it is.
Oh God!
It's because he's rational is why he's emotional. We're not rational.
No. Listen, Rusty really has to have some broad shoulders, right? Because I'm sure when he reads his thing on the Facebook, I'm normally on YouTube, but he I know he's gonna vote for Mishi, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Good morning, Mishi. Good morning, Colin. Good morning, Chef Rich. Good morning. Good morning, Shine.
And good morning, Carla. Oh, I forgot to give you a joke. When I went up to the thing, me and my wife went up there Thursday afternoon, and the first booth we stopped at was Carla's, and Carla was like, "I heard you guys calling everybody's name except mine," and so Carla, we just righted that wrong.
Oh,
because it's true. Because when she said it, I said, "Yeah, shoot."
Sorry, Carla.
We never said hello to Carla.
Yeah.
Pretty egregious, actually, on our part.
Good morning, Carla. She was
right with that one. Okay, so this music festival stuff now. Okay, so yesterday, the secretary, when he came, he asked me, he said, "So is there a music festival thing this morning?" I was like, "No, I don't know anything about that." And then, so I said, let me check my phone. I checked Pino, because Pino usually would send me stuff like that. So I checked Pino's timeline, and yeah. And then, yeah, he had sent it to me, just that I hadn't seen it, because it would have been sent early that morning, maybe just before 10 or something. So, yeah, so they finally released the roster of, I'm looking, how is it? You know, it's funny how you're on WhatsApp, right? And you're looking for, you always see stuff when you're looking for it, when you're not looking for it. And then when you're looking for it, you can't find it. No, where are all the people who would have, let me see, where's Pino? What is going on? But
you put it it's in Island Tea Chat.
It is, yeah. I just went there, but I was scrolling and I wasn't seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, where is it?
You found it?
Yeah. Well. Let me dissemble in the meantime.
Okay.
Until I find it. Mary J. Blige is the headliner. I know there's Rick Ross, there's Freddie Jackson, and some of the people I remember off the top of my head, Capleton.
Okay. Who's 450?
They're at a hip hop dude. Okay. Not hip hop, sorry. A dancehall artist.
450.
450. Yeah.
Okay. So Mary J. Blige 450, Freddie Jackson, Adamo,
yeah.
Pumpa or Pumpa? I don't know. Nadia Batson, Corwin DuBois.
Pumpa is the A-list guy.
Okay. Oh,
He's
if your name ends with an A.
Yeah, but he lives in
St. Thomas or St. Croix?
Croix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asa Banton, Busy Signal.
Dominica.
Yeah, I know it. So he had to sing a song and he had to take it down immediately.
Really?
Yeah.
What song?
If there was a delay, and he made up a whole tune. It sounded nice, but he even had people dressed up as flight attendants in there. So he got a cease and desist.
Okay.
Yeah. Kabaka Pyramid.
He made up a song in the plane?
No, he made up a song and put it out there with a video and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the song basically says, I'm going to do one line. When I come on Liat, I lose my bag on Liat. I must overnight with Liat. So yeah.
Oh, and they asked him to take it down? Why?
He had to. Hello? You can't do that.
Well, you guys should be paying the guy for that.
You guys?
I mean, Liat, not you. Yeah, you see.
That era is gone. That era is gone. There's no pay for that.
That era is
gone. It had a nice beat and it was funny because some of us was like, what? Ain't too bad, but management wasn't having that. Yeah, so 450, Freddie Jackson, Adamo, Pumpa, Nadia Batson, Kerwin Dubois, Issa Banton, Busy Signal, Kabaka Pyramid, I don't know who's that, Capleton.
Yeah, Kabaka Pyramid is an artist from the Chronics camp, same management and so on, same label.
As in Chronics, the singer?
Yeah, they're part of the same.
Capleton, I think I know this person. Yeah. I don't know who is Masika.
Massacre, yeah. Not a new dancehall artist. Yeah.
See, I don't know these people. Who is Ramon Watson?
I'm thinking that might be a local person. I could be wrong. Okay. I don't know the name. Okay, so I finally found it.
Okay.
So, and I had someone had sent me something with them by day, and I can't find it. That's the one I was actually looking for. And, yeah,
Jam sits right there. Let me find it.
Oh yeah, I found it.
You found it now?
Pino.
Okay.
Finally found Pino.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. So St. Kitts Music Festival is from June 27 to 29, and for Thursday we got Adamo, Akayu Sweet, T-Bone. T-Bone is from.
But do you think that's how the lineup's gonna go?
Oh yeah, I think a lot of those people probably have like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, that kind of thing, especially Thursday night. Because Adamo, I still I'm gonna go to my grave. I'm gonna die on this hill. They have T-Bone from Upset Squad. I think Upset Squad should have been. I think it should have been Upset Squad. Upset Squad have 3 excellent albums.
Oh, so it should have been the entire thing.
I remember there was a time, when people used to be, clamoring to get onto the music festival. And I said, well, do you have an album? Well, Upset Squad have 3 albums, 3 very good albums. So Upset Squad should have been on the St. Kitts Music Festival. The end. Anyway, T-Bone is there. Katie Dan is Katie Dan. Who's that again?
I have no clue.
Oh yeah, he used to be a member of New Vibes.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe what I could do. Let's see how quick I am. Okay, so Adam O. He's of the British Virgin Islands. Akayu Sweet. Everybody knows who Akayu Sweet is. T-Bone. Maybe a little later on I'll just play a couple of these people. Mikhail Teja. He's the guy that won the road match in Trinidad this year. That DNA song.
When you say I look at you, that means I don't know what it is. Because I'm like, what? No.
Itebulus from Nevis. A member of he used to be in Ultimate and Ultrasonic. And also he is the soca and I think calypso chairman for committee for the Culturama committee. He's also an artist in his own right. He sings with the Core as well. Okay. Easy, Easy is the lead band leader and lead singer for Odyssey. So why is Odyssey not on the St. Kitts Music Festival? I'm sorry.
Maybe they are, but they're just headlining the people that are famous from the band. How about that?
No? But I don't.
Not fair?
I don't think it's fair. Speedy used to be a member of Odyssey as well. He's the guy that sing Side Dish. Don't get me wrong, I love my side dish. You don't know that? Okay, that was a road match from a few years ago.
Sorry,
great song actually. Okay, Pumpa, Nadia Batson. You know who that is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you know who Nadia Batson is. Kerwin Dubois.
Yeah, I know him too.
Yeah. Mr. Mention. You know who that is?
Of course. He's been the lead singer for
That's
New Vibes.
that's the other name for Buju Banton. No, I'm kidding.
I know.
Yeah.
I
know,
was just
teasing
you couldn't even throw me off track with that.
Yeah, Alkaline, Asa Banton, and Small Axe.
Alkaline still in things?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then we move to Friday. We got Third World, Kabaka Pyramid, Jados. I don't know who that is. Busy Signal, Tom Lee Sparta, Capleton Massacre, Highlight, and Greenhouse featuring Mishka. Mishka is an American reggae artist, so he's going to be singing with...
it's a guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I had no clue.
Yeah, and actually I have... Jazz sent me the songs last week, so I'm going to have to... I haven't had time to... Because he sent them and asked me to start playing them, so I'll try and start playing those sometime this week.
Okay.
Saturday, Mary J. Blige, 450, Freddie Jackson. You know who Freddie Jackson is, right? You are my lady.
Okay.
Okay. And
I know that.
Okay, and Rick Ross.
What's he gonna come and sing? I don't know if I buy the Rick Ross thing, but go ahead.
I really like Rick Ross, actually. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ramon Watson.
Don't know who's
Nicholas Branca. Okay, now Nicholas Branca. This is going to be interesting because a lot of people know the stuff he's produced. They don't necessarily know the name. Or actually, we had him here a few years ago, and Adrian was very instrumental in bringing this group here. Nicholas Branca is a bass player and music producer from Barbados.
Okay.
And he is the one that actually has produced a lot of the big tracks from Crossfire, Atlantic, Square One.
Okay.
So all songs like Iron Bazadi and The Iron Got Me So Bad. That's him.
Okay.
Pump It Up, Pump Me Up with the music.
Okay.
He produced all those.
I know those songs.
Yeah, so he has a band where he does a lot of his it's like they'll do a mixture of like Caribbean jazz, soul, reggae, stuff like that. So that should be interesting. Tony Rebel. Everybody knows who Tony Rebel is.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Yeah, and then there's Brianna D. Brianna D is actually an artist of Kittian parents. Her mother is from Sandy Point, and so it's good to see that she's on the lineup here. So we have actually, from what I can see, we have two Kittian artists who live elsewhere. So you have Pumpa on Thursday night, who lives in the VI, and Brianna D. She lives in the U.S. and she does some kind of R&B flavored dancehall or dancehall flavored R&B. I don't know.
Okay.
Right. So yeah. Thoughts?
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, I don't have any thoughts.
You don't have any thoughts. Okay. Well, I have very strong thoughts.
Okay, let's hear yours.
New Vibes should have been on the thing.
But
especially
they're just putting up the popular ones, and you'll see the band show up on the night.
I don't like that. It's disrespectful.
Okay.
It is disrespectful.
Understand where you're coming from.
Especially Upset Squad. Upset Squad would destroy up there on the Thursday night. I'm telling you. I mean, they have the songs. Listen. If you take 3 Upset Squad's albums and take three albums from one of the other local bands, they will hold their own. And they might even edge out some of the local bands. I'm gonna die on this hill. Yeah. So yeah. Some people, they have a lot of screw faces out there with me saying that.
Boy.
Yes. Let me say it again in case anyone hasn't heard me. Upset Squad, New Vibes, should have been. Odyssey should have been on the festival.
Is Small Axe on the festival?
The Core should have been on the festival. Huh? Small Axe is on the festival.
Yeah, so New Vibes is on the festival. They just headline Mr. Mention since everybody know Mention.
So with Small Axe, so why didn't they just have Jazzbo or Mr. World then? What's different?
Oh.
You can't answer that, can you?
No, sir. So I won't even
It's good.
try.
It's good that you're not in the hot seat for that one. Because I would like to hear. I would like to hear what the argument is.
Oh boy!
If you can have one of the lead singers for Upset Squad, you have Easy from Odyssey. You have Itebulus. You have Speedy. So why don't you have Mr. World? Why small? What's the difference between Small Axe Band and Upset Squad or the Core or Odyssey? Someone needs to answer that for me. I'm a die on this hill. I don't care if y'all don't give me no free tickets.
Oh boy.
I don't care. I'm serious. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. This is disrespectful to the artists.
Boy.
You know, last year they pulled the same crap with Upset Squad. They had the guy that sang Conch Shell from Upset Squad.
You mean Molly?
No. Statics.
But then the Upset Squad was on the music festival in their entirety, right?
No, that's what I'm telling you.
Oh.
They did the same thing last year.
Okay. See, I don't do
Nonsense.
music festival, so I don't know. Oh boy, I really have to keep my ears to the ground this year.
I'm never gonna be cool with that. With that, you know. So Third World, why didn't they just bring AJ Brown from Third World then? So this is what they're doing.
Oh boy.
You know. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay, so
let's hope for the best.
Yeah, let's hope for the best
and see if with you saying that if they will include everybody, because then other people might start a line that says, yeah, we want everybody, bring the entire band.
No, but I mean, I just don't like the slicing and dicing when there's no good. To me, there's no good reason for it. Let me see if these phones work. 10 minutes until 9. Caller, go right ahead. Hello, caller. Hello. I guess the phone's on the blink. It's still on the blink.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So. Okay. So St. Kitts Music Festival from and that's what where music meets paradise. June 27 to 29. So that's Thursday, June 27. We got Friday, June 26th, and Saturday 27th. So yeah. Let me try this again. Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
good morning.
Up? I don't listen to music, worldly music, so I cannot talk about music fest.
Okay.
But what I want to talk about is this bank thing.
Mm-hmm.
The charges that I see a story where the bank is charging its customers back fees from since 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That some people are complaining that they wake up to their account in the negatives, thousands of dollars.
What?
What do you think about that?
Where is this happening?
I actually saw that. I was
Oh wow.
I was gonna bring that up, but never got to it. But yeah, that was.
Don't you think the bank should eat that? That's their negligence. I think somebody in government need to fight that. That needs to be fought, because then you didn't charge me my fees for 2 years, and you wake up in 2 years after and want to charge me those fees. No, the bank's supposed to choke on that, not put it on the people. That need to be fight. What's your thought on it? Have a good day.
Boy.
Yeah. Okay. So
what?
let's. Yeah, I saw it. Let me see if I can pull it up and.
What are you being charged for? Your overdrafts, etc., etc.
Yeah, this is why. Yes, hundreds outraged over Republic Bank debits. Let's read it. This is from Times Caribbean. Let's see what it says here. Republic Bank customers, for those of you who don't know, Republic Bank is a Trinidad and Tobago bank. That's the bank that bought the assets of Scotia. In St. Kitts Nevis have been left outraged after discovering that funds were debited from their accounts for transactions dating back almost 3 years. Many customers took to social media to express their disgust over the bank's actions, which resulted in numerous accounts going into the negative. One customer, in a message to popular blogger Everton Powell, described waking up to find their account in the negative thousands after the bank debited funds and still charged posting fees for transactions. That's crazy. Another customer shared their distress, stating that the bank went back to 2021 and claimed they owed thousands of dollars, leading them to consider closing their accounts. So I guess this is going to be a developing story. It goes on to say Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew of St. Kitts and Nevis has remained silent on the issue, further fueling frustration among affected customers. So I guess we will be hearing we certainly will be hearing more on that. Let's take a call. Hi, caller. Go right ahead.
Hi, morning, Damsel.
Hey, what's up?
I'm Kortensia.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Who do we have to roast over the coals for your phone malfunctions? Is it the service provider or WINNMedia itself?
It's a problem we have when there are power outages. It happens, and usually it comes back, but it just hasn't come back. It's been working intermittently.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so the question isn't answered though. Who should we roast over the coals for?
I don't know.
Skelly? Maybe not Skelly.
Maybe
the service provider, or maybe it's all three. Maybe it's all three.
Yeah, maybe it's all three. Maybe there's enough blame to go around.
Yeah. Anyway, well, honestly, with regards to the music festival, unless they bring Algero, well, they're all dead, I guess. Yeah. No, you know who would really attract me? Some Anita Baker.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
But interesting story. Last year, Adrian told me, and I knew this. Adrian had told me that Babyface and Anita Baker were touring together, right? And he had suggested it to them. He said, you guys can probably get the two of them for a very good package price, but it didn't really happen.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So Anita Baker, I'm a big fan of hers as well.
Yeah. With regards, Rusty's rejoinder. I actually did that to provoke him into. I was trying to provoke him into saying why he would never vote for Labour. He didn't take the bait. Right, but really and truly, what I was getting at was not that people shouldn't have opinions, right? But there are some opinions that don't make sense and should be challenged. People should formulate opinions, yes, but on rational things, right? If you don't do that, your opinion really just is bigotry. You're just not doing something for just because, right? And that is what I was trying to get. I mean, why he was so adamant that he would never vote for Labour, regardless of the circumstances, even if the party that he would normally support was messing up. That is what I was really trying to get at.
I guess
right? Not that everybody have a right to their opinions. But like I said, some opinions are so dangerous that should be challenged. They should definitely be challenged.
Well,
because of the consequences.
Well, the most likely thing would be, I guess, the political philosophy, right?
Well, but if it's political philosophy,
and perhaps the party's political culture,
but
maybe.
you know that we normally say that really and truly. In terms of actions and policies and so on, there's no difference between the parties.
I was just about to say that. Wickham pointed that out, yeah. There's really no...
Yeah,
it's not like in the US where they're clear...
all really govern...
Where they're clear political philosophies. Sufficiently different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it wasn't always so, eh? Once ago, everybody was Labour because it was either the working class or the planter class. And so in those days, I guess the choice was kind of clear, right, for most people, right? But over the years, the Paramount's arm became mainstream. And basically, they governed pretty much the same way. The only problem I had with PAM was their support for, especially in the Reagan years, this right-wing philosophy, this Caribbean Democratic Union, which was anti-liberation struggle in Africa. Like I tend to support my race, put it like that, okay? And to me, it was a clear-cut case where we should have been doing, where we should come down on a struggle like that, and we didn't. The West, we took the position essentially that of the West, and which was, as far as they were concerned, the liberation struggle was about communism, right? And they weren't having none of it, right? So that's my only thing. The Caribbean Democratic Union roots, which was to me backward and really backward organization, So that's the only beef I had with them. But in terms of policies,
right now
on the ground,
I think
on the federation, they're pretty much the same.
I think the only philosophy right now is opportunism. That's the only thing. That's what it is, and that's a nice way. That's a nice way. That's a nice way of saying. For me, it's a nice way of saying that they're all a bunch of grifters, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and to me too, it's being openly so. There's no apology. There's no apology for it, and I think that's really unfortunate. Right? You spoke earlier about the leadership, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think the women gonna make any difference. Because there's still toward the party line. You look at there are a lot of women in government.
What did you say won't make a difference? The leadership?
A woman.
Women
you sure,
in
Mr. McMahon? You sure about that?
I'm not so sure about that.
I am yet to see somebody
Okay, Mac?
emerge, man or woman,
Mac?
who emerge. Yeah.
Troy has a firearm in the small of my back for farm report.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we take up that another time.
Yeah.
We certainly will.
9 o'clock. Okay, so we have farm report coming up.
Yeah, sure.
Found the sound 98.9 FM.
For all your animal needs, try the Feed and Farm Store SKN. We have the best quality products in feed, dewormers, grooming supplies, toys, treats, and minor medical supplies. Drop by the store on the Kim Collins Highway at the airport roundabout. We're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Give us a call at 669-FARM.
And we are back. Troy Flanders, he's on deck for Farm Report. He's coming in now. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, because I'm like...
you wonder what's going on,
yeah,
right?
You said on deck.
Mm-hmm.
My boat's leaving and he's not there.
Okay, he's climbing up the side of the boat. Okay, yeah, he's on the deck now.
Okay.
Troy, come on, let's go.
Troy cannot hear a thing you're saying, Jamson.
I know. Yeah, so... we have Farm Report today. I'm going to let Troy. I'm going to get Troy. Troy, come down here. This one here. Yeah. Okay. So it's 3 minutes after 9 o'clock. We're getting ready for Farm Report. And we have Troy Flanders. And so you guys can get started. I have to make a call. And yeah.
He has to take a call too.
Oh, he has to take a call.
Yeah.
Okay, so Farm Report. We didn't have one last week, of course. We didn't have one last week, did we? No, we didn't. Right. Okay.
Guess they were busy getting ready for the agriculture fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once again, we wanna say a special thank you to Feed and Farm for coming on board to sponsor Farm Report, and the number is 669-FARM. The number actually spells farm, so 669-FARM 3276. Feed and Farm, the sponsor for Farm Report. Troy, what's up?
Hi, good morning. Another Wednesday, another Farm Report. Like I say, good morning to all listening, and to our sponsor. Thanks again, Feed and Farm. I know last week some people then say, Troy, what happened? The program finished? No, you're back here, man. You're not going nowhere. I apologize for the absence last week. I know people were waiting anxiously for it. Yeah. This morning, I just want to remind people that I'm here sent by the consortium of farmers and food producers. Those are the people who I represent when I sit here, and not Troy Flanders. Troy Flanders represents himself in other forum, but today I represent the consortium. So I just want people to know that the consortium is out there, and we are busy doing our work, busy doing what we think is best for our membership, right? So we're in the process right now of trying to change the whole idea of what we are doing as farmers. We are thinking about trying to divert into crop farming and so, and orchard and them things. So, yeah. We're thinking about getting some breadfruit trees. I see here over 10,000 breadfruit trees.
Wow.
Yeah, we just want to put them in certain areas around.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So sort of orchard.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're thinking about avocado and coconut palms, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking about not just jumble up the place all over, but have about maybe 10,000 or so, maybe a little more. Just set one spot in the area. We're thinking about reviving the peanut industry and expanding on the yarn production. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds very good. I like the sound of that.
We got members, and we got to really look out for our members. We're thinking about trying to reintroduce white potato production in St. Kitts. So we currently working with the JSA from Jamaica, try to see how we could source some material to help our membership.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these orchards that you're talking about, it's going to be something that all the farmers in the consortium will be part of?
Well, most the farmers who may have the land, we try to incorporate them within the space.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
We're doing what we have to do because you hear a lot said and done, but at the end of the day, we are the one who have to carry out the task.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
Sure do, because we need our food.
Yeah, we need food safety and security. And if you talk about food security, you know, certain crops and so they don't fit in that category. Like the tomatoes and the sweet pepper, they won't fit in a food security.
Okay.
No, you could live without them things.
Okay.
Yeah, but you think about what you could do with breadfruit.
Right.
And a lot of different things, make flour and so on. You could do a lot of
waffles.
things. And then avocado and so, you know. These are things that high nutritious value. Yeah. And you could actually eat them and survive. You can't just eat pepper alone and survive.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's good that you gentlemen and ladies, I don't want to leave out if there are ladies in the conversation.
Yes.
You are thinking ahead and ensuring that when it comes to us being fed and being fed nutritiously, that you're planting the necessary items.
You got to, right now we just probably ignoring the noise and just do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Because we have a membership that we got to look out for.
Yeah.
And we need the membership to grow. So when people see that you're actually standing up for them and provide for them, they will.
Okay.
Glad to join.
I must say, I'm really glad that you guys starting the orcharding. Are there any other crops you guys are considering adding later on, maybe in the medium, say 2 years after?
As we roll out.
Okay. Let me ask a question with the breadfruit. How long would it take? Are you guys going to use grafted ones? So maybe you start getting breadfruit in 3 years, maybe?
What we're looking at is getting the cuts, see, so that it ain't take a long time.
Okay, and the same would apply to the other. What was the other two again? You said
the avocado.
Avocado,
yeah.
and what was the other use? And the peanuts.
Yeah, now we try to revive the peanut thing.
I remember we were like almost, other than when you go in the store and buy like the planters and so on, we were self-sufficient in peanuts.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, we used to go a lot.
I remember that when I moved here. That's a big thing.
Yeah, they used to grow a lot of peanuts.
So the peanuts that is peanuts still grown here, but just on a small scale?
Oh, they still do?
Yeah, people grow peanuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because on Saturday there's the walnut craze at the airport. And, so.
Yeah. So you'll find that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because but peanuts is that something? Let me ask you: are there a list of fruits that you don't have to worry about with monkeys? I imagine peanuts.
No, monkey love peanuts.
Oh,
really? So they know to dig them up?
They dig them and they shell them right there. So
wow.
The monkey love
I was actually and here was I thinking, they probably
no, you get away a little with the yam.
Okay.
With monkey.
Okay, so they're not yam. They don't like the yam.
They don't remember yam kind of thing. And monkey.
But breadfruit, I don't think breadfruit is something they would.
Yeah. Monkey pick breadfruit.
What?
Yeah.
What?
They eat them when they're young and so, and then they're coming out and so.
Oh boy! What about the bread nut too? They attack the bread nuts?
They just like eating, but I don't know. You have appetite for bread nut? I don't. I hardly hear people talk about bread nut.
I actually bought some 2 nights before, Troy.
But you should plant some with the maybe like 10% along with.
We have bread nut, but bread nut further down.
When you say further down, you mean of the eventual crops that you'll. Okay.
Yeah, because I understand priority.
I have bread nuts in my fridge on.
But because I feel like bread nut, just like peanuts, is something that vendors would do well selling.
And like festival and carnival times, I think those crops should be around so that you could sell them to people to remind them, and for the new ones that are coming to have a taste of what.
And even during sports and so on. I mean,
that's what we're trying to. We're trying to do. We got to do what we got to do. Most people claim that we should distance ourselves from the ministry, and we can't do that. But still, we're not really looking to the ministry for everything. We got to do certain things ourselves. So we're trying to help ourselves also.
Okay, now I want to draw your attention to an article here that was written. In a recent development that has sent shockwaves through the agricultural community, a group of concerned farmers has penned an open letter to the Minister of Agriculture, Sam Al-Duggins, expressing their distress over the reported dumping of over 7,000 pounds of tomatoes. The open letter, addressed to the minister through his permanent secretary, Miguel Fleming, seeks urgent clarification on the matter. The farmer's letter, titled Inquiry Regarding Alleged Dumping of 7,000 pounds of tomatoes, highlights the gravity of the situation and underscores the need for swift action to address potential food wastage and its broader implications. So, you want to comment on that?
I see that circulating.
So that was the thing. I know you may have referenced it like 2 weeks ago. That there were tomatoes up there.
I did make reference, and it was tomatoes and other commodities. And I see the article, and that concerned farmer, I was happy that they touched it, because I think the consortium is in the process of drafting a letter or something and seeking some clarity or something on that.
Okay, but I feel like this highlights the need for some agro-processing.
No, it's no. That might lead you down a road that is unfortunate that might happen. Right?
No, but what I mean is, to head off the dumping.
Because they
you can them and you sell them.
But the impression that they get that they dump because there was a surplus. You see?
But what I'm saying, if you have,
that's not the case.
That's not the case.
Dumped because of something else.
They dump because of, as I said here before, it was the fault of the ministry because of what they were doing. Caused that to happen.
So they weren't storing them properly?
No. You see what happened is that I don't know who advised in the ministry. Whoever advised in the ministry, I think they need to revisit the appointment. No, seriously, because the extension service, the extension officers, they wasn't able to go out in the field and assess what the farmers have. So they couldn't come back to the marketing unit and give a report who say, well, we expect this amount of tomatoes to come in. So the forecast wasn't given. So the people who import things, they continue to import tomatoes. Oh. Right? So when those tomatoes come in and ours come in, they already have them in the supermarket. So ours stay out there. It wasn't a case that we were growing and producing more than what we could use. It was a case of the extension services not doing what they're supposed to do. So, because they were busy.
You realize that's 3 tons of tomatoes?
Yes, but they were busy because I speak about the 25 by 25 and how it's setting up the farmers to fail. Right? They were busy out there, rolling out ground covers. The extension officers, them, they were out there busy rolling out ground covers. That's where the effort and the energy was, while the farmers were losing money.
So let me ask you, were the tomatoes spoiled when they were dumped?
They had to, because they were there, sitting there for a period of time. And it's unfortunate because you're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars that the farming community lost.
So how tomatoes spoil? Just like a cool warehouse, or they have to be chilled?
No. After time, the shelf life.
Yeah.
Because they put there for a while.
And then they were ripe when they were put there, right?
Because they didn't went there ripe.
Oh, they didn't go there ripe?
They didn't go there ripe.
Oh, okay.
Because you look at it, that the importers, they actually had their import for weeks and weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks in advance.
But I still don't understand why did they have to? Why? Well, you actually referenced it 2 weeks ago, because you said that if the communication between the importers and the ministry was better, then that wouldn't have happened, because then they would know that there were domestic tomatoes available.
And it's because and some claim that they were busy with open day. And then you want to hear the story of open day was such a success. When one end of the road, you're over there with a show, and the other end of the road, farmers out there losing money. Well, you're over here by the Kim Collins with a show, over there by agriculture department, farmers' money are throwaway. And this is a serious thing, because these are tight times, very difficult for the farming community. And to take a seed and bring it to market, it takes a lot. And when you reach to the marketplace now, you cannot get no compensation for that seed. So I think the farmer should demand from the ministry compensation for those tomatoes. And it's not tomatoes alone. There was hundreds and thousands of pounds of bell pepper also was dumped. And you find eggplant.
What? We can make a parmesan.
Can you imagine? You see, when I come here and I speak, people just take me and make enemy with, but I don't come here and say nothing that is not true. You could imagine that we talk about the 25 by 25. 100 trays of tomato end up in spoilage. But the ministry and their advisor is putting over 1,000 trays of tomato, which by this end of this month, they will start to ripe. So if you have 100 trays of tomatoes and you're already dumping tomatoes, well, what will you do with 1,000 trays of tomato? And they call this part of the 25 by 25. And right now we in the year the 25 by 25. So we already start experiencing problems.
So what's the way forward? I mean, clearly, the like I said, the communication between the retailers and the ministry needs to be fixed. But in terms of the processing part of it,
well, we have a processing unit also, okay. and this is a business opportunity for people also. Eh? Yeah, most persons out there could look at certain things and get involved. also business opportunity, because that's what agriculture creates, Agriculture is all about jobs. Anyhow you look at agriculture, you can find a job out of it, right? So these are things that we need serious conversation. When we have the ministry out there blaming farmers for producing, they laying the blame at farmers. Say farmers went up there and dumped the things them up there for producing.
Hold on there. Let's see. Caller, are you there? Hello, caller.
No, we're not
Oh
hearing
my
anybody.
God.
We're not hearing anybody.
And then you're going to hear them say, every week try come here with one sad story. And they're not fixing it. They are there and they're trying to blame, fixing blame. I'm not here to defend nobody, but they want to fix blame at the marketing unit and say, well, the head of the unit allowed too much tomatoes to come in. When what tomato were going through the marketing unit, we were consuming more than what was going in there. So it was not a glut because of producing. The glut come because they failed. They foul up. Because of their action that they took, caused that glut. And they were distancing themselves from it. And they're trying to tell the farmers, oh, you all bring too much tomatoes up here. I saw it at times ago, raise that thing, you can just get me going on, But it's a serious issue.
Yep. Okay, I just sent a note about the phone again.
They want to blame the farmers. And then you hear now, oh, is the marketing manager fault to accept all those tomatoes? And then next you might hear, maybe it's the director fault. But they're not putting the blame where it's supposed to be.
Hello, caller.
Yeah. Somebody says here, I'm sorry, but someone needs to be fired. Food waste is not acceptable. And if they foresee more situations where there is potential wastage, consider the crops that are going to be received and look at a processing procedures so that if they are not sold, they can then turn them into some other product as opposed to throwing away thousands of dollars of food.
Yes, I'm on WINNMedia Family.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning. This is Banky calling from Navy. So you're doing Troy.
Bless up, brother.
Good morning. I just want to comment, Troy, when it comes to the farmers taking a new approach, when it comes to going into fruit tree planting. I love the idea with the breadfruit production. Cause I remember one time, FAO had a project where to plant 500 acres of breadfruit, but the project never came off over a 5-year period. So this is the thing I'm talking about. Can focus on the cash crop, the food trees is what we really have to take the lead in, because that is really the long-term money in. So I've got to give congratulations to the consortium for that.
Thank you. And
very good step, and that's the way we're supposed to be talking about. This is what the fruit over the years. Farmers got to plant fruit trees because we're aging, so you've got to put in the fruit trees, avocados, citrus, coconut.
Yeah.
It's big business into agriculture, but we have to see things different. The cash crops can always be planted between the fruit trees and additional, but the fruit trees are going to take time to yield, but when they start to yield, it's an economic crop, they can't go wrong.
I'd like to thank you for your input, because, I mean, most people view the consortium as enemy of the state. I don't know why.
You see what I mean? But, we're just a small environment, and we just got to see agriculture and the politics is agriculture. I'm one that person working at the environment, and I won't hold sides when it comes to politics. Some people would, but we all got to succeed and got to plan, make sure we have the environment, the perfect environment to grow food, and we're not utilizing that environment we're finding. So this is how you're supposed to be thinking, and that's the way forward. To go show you can do things, and everybody will jump on board. Just lead by example.
You see, before people get to understand what the consortium are saying, their aim was to beat down the consortium, because they hear a set of farmers coming with something different. We ain't going up there to ask, Lord, can we get some seed? I want me grow fence. I mean, I go up there to ask for them thing there. What we go and we ask for.
What I say is for farmers who have large amount of land, 10 acres, 5 acres, 20 acres, but they're only using at least 2-3 acres in cash crops. Land is easy to fold up once you plant it in large amounts, You want to plant 500, coconut trees, 1,000 coconut trees, avocado trees. There are 20 acres of land full up already when you start planting large production. So you really need space to be planting. So if you have 5 acres and you can still intercrop. And in Nevis, this gentleman, Azard, he would be doing some farming in a low area over in Brownhill. And I was the extension officer, and I said, watch your bridging. Divide your land into plots every 100 feet, one banana trees, and then you can plant a melon in between. Just cool the land. And right now, if you don't have to sell melon, he's surviving off of bananas. You see what I mean? You're going to plant sugarcane, plant big. You got to plant big. You got to get out of this small mind frame that we can't produce and sell our food right locally. We can produce and sell our food locally, and that would bring on the price of food. We can do it, but we just got to work together. That's all it is.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Yes, man. Great Wayne from
Yeah, you see, and that's good. We got to work together. And from day one, the consortium put out the olive branch to the ministry. Let's come together. Let me do this thing together.
But let me ask a question. The obvious question, the overarching problem with all of these crops thriving, the monkeys. I'm sorry, man. I wish you could call back. I'd like to hear him.
No. You see,
what are you guys gonna? What are we gonna do about the monkeys?
The monkeys are a problem, but they are not the major problem.
Okay.
We could live with the monkeys. We could coexist. As Banky just say, you plant big. If you on your farm, monkeys ain't gonna stay away from your farm.
So I guess the overarching problem lies elsewhere.
Yes. Monkeys is not the main problem. And most
Humans.
people will like you to believe that it's monkeys that are the problem.
Let's take another call. Wait. Oh, wait, boy. I'm trying to get this. Caller, go right ahead.
Greetings all.
Oh, hey. What's up?
Give thanks to the information flowing. We give thanks to the farmer and big up all the farmers. Think it's a movies. Yeah, well, best wishes to all of we, and we love the sound when we come in, but monkeys not our biggest problem at all. Not at all. We can deal with it. We just need, as Brother Banky say, to plant vast. Enough. We need to have miles of food. Not acres, miles in this fertile land here. And, we can do it. We just need to work together. We still saying all for one and one for all, Yes. Here's no other way, If we try to do it in any other way, we're going to have a problem. One for all and all for one. Yes, it's keep going up there, sir, but we could make it. We could carry it up there, sir. One for all and one for all and all for one. And set agriculture as it ought to be set in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Yeah? Once again, best wishes to all.
Thank you, Ella.
Okay, great. Okay.
Thank you, Ella.
Okay, let's get a quick word from our sponsor, Feed and Farm, and come back.
For all your animal needs, try the Feed and Farm Store SKN. We have the best quality products in feed, dewormers, grooming supplies, toys, treats, and minor medical supplies. Drop by the store on the Kim Collins Highway at the airport roundabout. We're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Give us a call at 669-FARM.
And we are back. It's 9:28.
Yeah.
We had some more calls. Hopefully, we'll be able to take a few more calls. Go ahead, Troy.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how fast time ago.
Yeah.
With all the challenges that farmers face every day, the last thing you want to know that when you produce, you can't get them sell.
Caller, go right ahead. Hello, caller. Wow. Still nothing.
Still giving us trouble.
On 466, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Troy.
We were told, go ahead, plant, produce. Hey, the guys are producing now. What are you going to do with this stuff then, when you don't produce them? We told that they have millions of market out there. Millions. You can market here, market there. But we never told that they got pig farmers waiting for our stuff for dump.
I just wonder how the ministry can countenance talking about 25 by 25, yet all the evidence seems to be to the contrary.
The 25 by 25
as far as
already failed. It already failed. Anything now we hear about 25 by 25 is just a photo up. It already failed. So let's look beyond that. Forget about 25 by 25. Let's move beyond, because the farmers them will still be here after the end of 24. You will still have farmers. 2025 you'll be farmers. 2026 come, we still going to have farmers. And let's hope that by 2025 rolling, we don't have the same problems that we are facing now.
Call, go right ahead.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, Troy, first of all, this is Chef Rich. I'm so happy to hear that you guys are listening to the orchard type farming and the breadfruit, because right now, like, we are also trying to put in some breadfruit, and the price of breadfruit is still a bit high in the sense to make it competitive with the potato fries and whatnot. So I'm happy about that, because these main large food trees and stuff is what we really want, because tomatoes and these other things, as you said, lettuce and stuff, they can go quickly, but, you know, like, nutrition is like heavy food, so when you could put things like breadfruit and the potatoes and the yam, then things are a little heavier, you know, and the avocado, again, huge market out there. But I'm listening about the spoilage and stuff, and I keep saying as a processing, and I understand you're saying that it's not really necessary because, well, you know, it wasn't a surplus, it was a miscommunication or lack of communication. But I will say it again, and people, I don't know if people getting what I'm saying. Waiting on, okay, you have government headquarters, right? A lot of people work government in general. Trying to get something done in government, it takes so long. Half the people in there, you go in the offices, I'm not saying all, but a lot of times you go in the offices, you can't get a straight answer. They act like you upset them. The front desk people, a lot of them you call on the phone. It's a lot of issues, and it's because politicians look at government work as if it's fail-proof. Get a government job. That's all your goal in life. You don't want to do nothing, and you have to get fired. What I'm saying is this now. Perhaps it's a stage where the consortium of farmers need to upgrade and look at it as a full-fledged business where you have your own office, where you have your own administrative assistants, your own people who go out and represent to the supermarket. And, you know, I mean, people say, how's you going to cut out government? It's for reasons like these. Because, yes, it's supposed to function a certain way. But if it is not functioning, are we going to just keep absorbing the losses and then keep complaining? I think we are at a stage in our development as a country where we just got to start to look at doing things for self. Because besides the politicians and all the things that come with them, you also have government workers and stuff, but they're not invested like that. So even in the agriculture department, you might have people in the administration part. I'm not saying I don't know them. What I'm saying is, unless you're invested in it, if I was working for you, say you had the consortium had an office and a crew of administrative assistants or whatever, that would be the only thing we're focusing on, not open there. You understand? So I'm saying, like, I really want the people of St. Kitts to understand that this dependence on government, nothing wrong with still utilizing whatever they give you, but not being fully dependent on them. Because when they drop the ball, it's up to the feelings.
Yep.
And so we get to that stage and people get upset with me. But I'm like, I'm not going against you. I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong. I'm not saying nothing you're saying is wrong. What I'm saying is to do the same things over and over again and expect a different result is what. If these things we've been looking at it for so long, if they're not coming true, if things happen, if politics gets in the way, we as the people of St. Kitts and Nevis have to start to work around that. So it's just an idea.
Carla, as a food processor, I would like to invite you to join the consortium, because it's a consortium of farmers and food producers. So
okay.
I would like to invite you to join the consortium. Join the movement. Because what we have is a movement, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So join the movement. Everything that you are saying is exactly what we are thinking. So I would like you to be a part of that movement.
What's up? Because it's a compounded problem. As I said, politicians are who they are, but a lot of the time the work doesn't filter down. And I'm not gonna say a lot of people go to work with the hopes of doing no work. So a lot of the time, the person who's supposed to handle that, the people who's supposed to do that, they ain't care. They just want to get a government job because they double every Christmas. You get this, you can't really be fired. You just get shifted. And that's like the attitude that a lot of us as politicians have. Meanwhile, you have a lot of people who come here who are not from here, and they are thriving. They are going out there and they're doing this, they're doing that. And we're grumbling about government. We can't. And again, I'm not saying government is not wrong. I'm not saying the government give you something, don't take it. But you cannot make it your all. You cannot say, well, they didn't do anything, so I didn't do anything. No, we passed that stage. That was for us when we were coming out of slavery, we were coming out of these things, and we didn't have the tools. We didn't have the level of education. We had way too much education to be saying that the government dropped the ball so everything mash up. So I just want people to, and again, that's not with you.
No.
Give me information, let me come on. I'll definitely get involved. But just in general, because you see what happens.
But in this case, the government dropped the ball and it cost the farmers. Yeah. I mean, the 7,000 pounds of tomatoes that was dumped, that ain't all that they lost, you know.
There's more.
There's more. I'm sure that 7,000 could multiply maybe by 3.
Wow.
And
so
you could
going forward then, like I think it's fair to say you cannot wait on them to communicate with the.
But the reason why we are so passionate about this, because if you listen to the government every day, most people get the impression that it's a bed of roses. And when you come and say something different to what they are saying, they designate you as an enemy of the state.
Okay. Chef, yes. How we doing?
That's what they're doing. so they're actually beating down the consortium. They don't want the consortium to strive because, I don't know, it's because we have shed light on certain things that need to be done. But if they do what we ask to do, the farming community, it will work in their favor. Our victory is their victory.
Mm-hmm.
There is the one who going to reap the reward. When they go back to the people, they could tell the people, this is what we deliver for you.
Okay, I'm going to give you another 2 or 3 minutes. Chef, I'm going to go to another call. Nice to hear from you. Have a nice day. Caller, go right ahead. Let's see if this works. Caller, are you there? No.
Yes, man.
Oh my God. I'd already pressed it. Oh, call back.
It's inadvertently pressed the wrong thing.
Yes, because you know the delay.
But
so
you know.
Oh my God! Wait. Okay, let's see if I can get him. Wait, hold on.
You got it, Jamsa?
Hi, caller. Go right ahead. Hi, caller. Hello. Go right ahead. Hello. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Hi, caller. Go right ahead. Final report.
Okay, good morning, man.
Oh yeah, sorry about that just now. The delay. I had my finger on the thing, and then as soon as you spoke, I'd already pressed it. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It just seems like it's a battle going on between these farmers and the ministry, man. We gotta get past that, man, because the agenda 25 by 25. It just seems like, maybe the government or the ministry is just looking for the credit, but they're forgetting that they cannot achieve that goal without the farmers' time at all. You know what I mean? So these guys got to swallow their egos, man, on both sides. And, I know that they have 2 big companies called Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola, right? Chef just made a point there about having assistants, going out to the supermarkets and stuff. You know what I mean? I know that those big companies, Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola, they have persons that has named their positions that they have. They call them merchandisers. They're they go out to the supermarkets and they interact and check the stock levels on the shelves and stuff like that, and they put the orders in back to the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe these farmers need to think really hard about what Chef mentioned just now. And to me, it's the type of thing like that where, like, they're going to be interacting with the restaurants, the supermarkets, and the hotels to get the stock moving. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go past the government, man. The farmers them got to come together and initiate their own push for their own success, man. Yeah, thanks a lot, man, Johnson, man.
Thanks
I
for
think
the
we're
call.
talking about Rick Perry, the governor of Texas.
Rick Perry, thank
out.
you. Yes, Rick Perry. That's the name I was trying to
Check
remember.
that out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the farmers, man, keep up the good works, man. The farmers, keep up the good works, man. Your guest there, thanks.
Okay, great. And you know, Chev always sings a story about which I agree with.
Yeah.
He just alluded to people doing for self rather than waiting on the government.
Oh, that's and the thing is that when the consortium choose to do things for themselves, themselves trying to undermine what we are doing.
Unbelievable.
So that's the whole thing. Now, you remember we had a planting program.
Let's take one. Call go right ahead.
Trevor?
Hey, what's up?
And to everybody, good day to you all, in Jesus' name. Now, it seems as though calling the landline, some people can't get we can't call it, and you ain't hearing me.
Yeah, we reported it already. We're just waiting for someone to come and deal with it.
Anyhow, first of all, the government, you said the government destroyed some tomatoes, right? Dump them?
Yes, that's what was said.
Yeah. Well, I do not know. Well, in case that is true, in case that is the case, I do not know if they're using the same principles like in America, where, and I don't agree with it. I think it is awful and evil and atrocious, right? But I do not know if they're using the same method, like, for example, in America, where the government destroys certain food products and that sort of stuff to keep the price of that particular food product high in the market. Because remember, the more a certain thing is on the market, the cheaper it's going to get. So why not, for example, in America, maybe other countries do it as well. They destroy certain food products, like I said, to limit it on the market, to keep the price of it high, which is, like I say, is an awful and wicked thing to do.
I see what you're saying, but I don't think that's the issue here, though, right? I don't think that's the issue in this case, though.
Well, that's I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, it's more of a communication problem. That's actually a kind of a polite way to put it, but.
Yeah, but what kind of communication problem could cause any government to destroy?
Carlo, the process was that there were imported tomatoes in the supermarket, so the local one couldn't get in the supermarket.
So why should the government destroy?
Because they spoiled. They couldn't get in the market because they were spoiled.
Well, if they're spoiled, well, obviously nobody could eat them.
Right. But because of the fault of the government, that's why we're seeking compensation.
Okay. How is it the fault that they spoiled?
Because they were the one who's supposed to do the forecasting, and you tell the importers what they can and cannot bring in, the amount. And so because they didn't do that, the importers went and bring in their tomatoes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be quite honest with you. Okay. As a Christian, I believe in doing things the biblical way. And government having those sort of roles and biblical and scriptural, and that is why government doing those things always in the end work out for the worst. And I'm going to say something, and I think Trevor might hate to hear it, but this is why government controlling things, owning things, directing things, orchestrating things, and that sort of stuff that is beyond the biblical role. This is why when they do that, they go beyond the biblical role, they always make things worse in the end and not better.
Okay.
And not better.
Because
and they shouldn't be the role.
Because what we're asking for from the government is to be a facilitator. Right? We didn't ask you to do it for us. Just help us along the way. Just facilitate. And let we do what we have to do. Get out the way. That's what we're asking. You with me?
I knew he was. Yeah, he's gone. I knew he was going to drag Jesus into this.
But time going, so let me get back to the thing. I got to go. It was nice being here, and I just want the general public to understand that we are not here to attack nobody.
Yep.
We just speak it as is, right? But after months, we come here and we complain, and we ain't seen no progress. I think it's time for somebody who will accountable for the lack of action that is happening. If you listen to the permanent secretary, and as a matter of fact, if I was the Minister of Agriculture, with all what I'm hearing, I would have done calling my PS and said, boy, this thing ain't sound good, and you either fix it within such time or something got to do. Because it's going over and over and over and over. It's like every week there's a new story about the Ministry of Agriculture happening over and over. And it's because of the way they deal with things. They do not like to hear people criticize them. Okay, you not criticize them, you ask them, okay, let me join with you. They still don't want you to join with them. So what they want to be? They want to be the me, I. It's me do this, I do that. They ain't thinking about no team. If we work together, how could we criticize something that we help build? We can't do that. We will take blame if it's not going right, because we help build it. But you're building something for us, and it's not working for us. So I want to believe that they are getting bad advice. If they are not getting bad advice, they are not taking the advice then. Because it's not working. And nothing they're rolling out is working. And we keep asking. And then we work together. We could see certain things that could improve. You shut us out. You leave us out there. And you go about doing it. And at the end of the day, our members are facing thousands and thousands of dollars in loss. And we should just sit back and take it like that. I think maybe we should have taken all those tomatoes and put them down government headquarters step. Maybe if we had do that, maybe instead of dump them, we carry them down there and let them see that we are serious. Maybe that might have sparked something for us. And if the Prime Minister is listening, which I know somewhere along the line, he can hear this thing. Please intervene in the Ministry of Agriculture. You are looking bad. Your administration is looking bad.
Let me ask you one question before you go. Would it have been more realistic if they had said 25 by 30? 2030? Even in that would have been more realistic?
They went in with a plan 22 to 31. They went in with a plan, and that's very same plan reduce the food input bill by 61% by the year 2031. They went in with a plan.
Okay.
So when you hear the minister going around, I heard him last night, I said, they don't meet no plan, and the only plan about is 25 by 25. If I, as the Minister of Agriculture, I'm going to say 25 by 25 is the agricultural plan, the Prime Minister should call me right away and say, boy, I'm going to take the portfolio from you. Because you're telling me that 25 is the agriculture plan, which failing. So you're telling me that you're happy with failure? As the Prime Minister, you are happy with the failure of the minister? And then the minister, we got to look at the PS and say, you are making me fail. And then the PS got to look at the Director of Agriculture and say, what are you doing? And he come down. But maybe the director will say, me no control nothing. Everything come from our Port Zante.
Okay, Troy, we have to leave it there. That's it for Farm Report. Boy,
I have a lovely cup of tea. You're just warming up.
Farm Report is brought to you by Feed and Farm. We're going to be back next week, 12 minutes until
I think I'll leave
10.
now. Yeah?
Okay. Enjoy your tea, Troy.
He's leaving now.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you want to say something? Yeah. You're leaving now. Yes, you. Yeah.
No. I finished.
Of course, that's what I was doing. Boy, it seems as though your tea has him all tied up.
For all your animal needs, try the Feed and Farm Store SKN. We have the best quality products in feed, dewormers, grooming supplies, toys, treats, and minor medical supplies. Drop by the store on the Kim Collins Highway at the airport roundabout. We're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Give us a call at 669-FARM.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Looking for something extra? Look no further. Suppligent's got you covered with our Suppligent Shop and Win promotion. You can be the lucky winner to take home one of 3 cash prizes. Just spend $12 or more on any Suppligent Tetra products at your favorite supermarket, write your name and contact at the back of your bill, and place it in the specially marked entry form box for a chance to win big. Promotion runs April 1st to May 30th, 2024. Suppligent boosts you up.
We are back. It's we got 8 minutes until 10 o'clock. Okay, what's up?
I have to read a short announcement here. The homegoing service for the late Adrian Lamb would be broadcast on WIN today. He was a former founding director and chairman of WIN FM, so that would have been 2 members we would have lost in a short time. Him and Mr. Bridgewater. Yeah. So, yeah, his funeral will be broadcast today. Do you know what time, though, Jamsa?
Well,
I understand the nice shirt wearing then.
Actually, no, because
Okay.
if well, that probably means I won't be able to go to the funeral then.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, yeah. But that wasn't the reason why I wore the shirt. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
But, yeah, so... we're gonna get the time. I'm gonna give the time to them before we leave.
Okay.
Okay, the service starts at 2.
Okay.
So yeah, it starts at 2.
Okay.
So it's gonna be at the St. George's Anglican Church.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm just anything you want to talk about in the meantime? I just gotta save something here and then we chat.
Okay, let me pull up. What I'm looking for, I can't. It's oh yes, this. We have to go regional now. And once again, you remember this trial that we're talking about, Jamsa, with the BVI premier, the director of port services, Ms. Olivine Maynard, and her son. Well, her son, we know, is sentenced already. He's already serving his time. But this article was written, well, it was from yesterday. It says, a Miami judge has deferred the sentencing hearing for confessed former BVI Ports Authority Managing Director Olivine Maynard for the final time. Wow. Maynard, who confessed to being involved in a drug trafficking conspiracy led by former Premier Andrew Foy, had her sentence date pushed back several times since her guilty plea last year. The former Ports boss told the Miami court she helped the convicted former premier orchestrate a Hollywood-style drug and money laundering conspiracy to smuggle thousands of kilos of cocaine through the territory's waters and to hide the proceeds coming from their efforts. Her sentence was initially set for August the 21st, 2023, after she pleaded guilty to her role in the conspiracy and agreed to testify against Foy at his trial in exchange for a lenience from the court at sentencing. The court continued to shift the date as repeated delays arose with the start of Foy's trial. Maynard's new sentencing date is June 6, 2024, with no further extensions expected for prosecutors.
Okay, so
I want to know when is the premier's own gonna be? Because oh boy,
something tells me that might not even happen. Because a lot of these politicians in the Caribbean, they always seem to they seem
get away.
After
but
time
she's not a politician. She was just the director of port.
No, but the premier, I mean.
Oh, he's just gonna get house arrest.
Yeah, I mean. Look at Trump. You know.
Nonsense.
So you realize there's a second woman now. That there's a second woman that he paid hush money to.
No, I don't. Honestly,
Catherine McDougal, I think. Katie McDougal, something like that.
Oh Lord, no.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention. I really.
Yeah. So.
No.
And the judge yesterday, the judge threatened him with jail. Because there was a gag order. He violated the gag order on Truth Social. His own, he has his SM.
No, I don't know anything about that man other than the fact that he's very repetitive and he
repetitive.
Talks,
Oh, you too kind.
See. Yeah.
So the judge made him. He had to pay $1,000 for each instance of breaking the gag order. I think that was for a total of $9,000, and the judge made him remove the posts. And the judge said, the next time you do it, I'm going to consider jail. There's going to be jail time.
But the jail that he's going to go to is fancy. He's not going to go to the hard life jail.
Yeah, there's that.
Life is so unfair.
Apparently, New York law has fairly lenient laws for breaking gag orders, because there's some states where it's a lot more money. It's just $1,000 in this case for each instance.
I hope it's just not $1,000 for him, but
everybody else. There were 9 instances, so he had to pay $9,000.
Yeah, but I hope the regular civilian pays $1,000 too. Okay.
And he had to remove the posts by, I think, it was supposed to be 12 o'clock yesterday, but by 2 o'clock. But he had to remove them by, I think, after 1 or something, or after 12.
I guess that's what his assistants did. Let's just move these posts so Mr. Trump can pay us.
I mean, how do you... This is the thing. I don't understand how he keeps finding lawyers to represent him, you know?
Because people need money, and he has money, and they're going to take his money, whether they win or not.
You know, honestly, ever since these court cases started, every time these lawyers, he trots out, I actually look at them with wonder. I'm like, what planet are you from?
It's work,
I mean, do you expect this guy to behave?
His work. I mean, no matter how much they talk to him, his work, and then they're being paid. And then when he doesn't listen, maybe that's why he changes them so much. Maybe too, he thinks that they're not doing what is necessary to get him out of the pickle that he's in.
And then he moves them.
Yeah, exactly. And then otherwise they just move on.
And then he had that good-looking female one the last time.
Oh boy, I felt sorry for her because I was
but I was like,
don't be in his camp.
And then she was talking crazy at one time. I was like,
yep.
I said, where did you find these people? I mean, she's good looking at least, but I mean,
money talks. Money talks.
1 minute until 10 o'clock. So, you working today?
No, today is my actual day off. But as I said, it's never a day off. It's a chore off. I got plenty to do to make up for the days that I didn't do them. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, same place, same time.
Okay. Are you going to be in full time tomorrow? Or?
No.
Oh, so
it's Thursday.
So we have to get. Oh, it's Thursday. So we have to get Chef to come in then. Yeah. So Chef, if you're listening, you know what's up.
Oh boy.
And I need some breadfruit waffles.
Oh boy. And maybe you can walk with my fries.
Oh, you asked for some fries?
No, remember I was supposed to sample the fries, but I didn't get to go to the fair.
They're really good.
I didn't get to go to the fair.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even get to see her booth actually.
See, you were just busy with the guava berry booth.
Well, I went to actually I went to get it was like after 8 when I went there to get on Friday night.
Okay.
Because I was busy. I got there late. Oh, the guava berry is really nice. Oh my god.
No.
So I got guava berry, ginger, and sorrel liqueur.
Oh boy.
Yeah, really nice.
Okay, sir.
Oh, and honey, Stacia honey. I got some Stacia honey.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was. No. So people can import honey, but we can't buy honey from a place and bring it into the country. Once we're found with it, they're gonna take it from us.
Really?
Yeah. I know some islands that did that.
Oh, so I guess maybe they made an exception because the guy was coming for the.
Yeah. I don't know if it happens here in St. Kitts, but I've had other islands where I would have brought honey and they decide, no, you can't bring that in here. We have to take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we're gonna shut it down for the day.
Yep, the first day of the 5th month.
Yes, and don't forget we're gonna be bringing you the homegoing ceremony of Adrian Lawrence Lamb here on WIN FM.
Okay. Continued sympathies, Jamster.
Yes. Thanks.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Fruta full of vitamin thing. Real fruit juice, no full of vitamin. Pop open the goodness, just dive in.